So we have some interesting news here, people. So going into this video, credit does go to Herms98 on Twitter. 2 days ago, Herms did point out that the December 1st issue of Psycho Jump would essentially include an interview or a Q&A with Toriyama. Now, that interview or Q&A was set to include information on the Saiyans and their transformations. Now, I believe tonight Herms retweeted I replied to something from the user White4517 as essentially highlights from this Q&A, which does reveal some interesting information regarding the original Super Saiyan God and basically some more backstory to actually tie up some loose ends in the Dragon Ball Super or the modern age, our modern era of Dragon Ball. So let's get right into it, and I'll give my thoughts as per usual when it comes on to these things. Alright, so Toriyama points out that becoming a Super Saiyan depends on the S cells in one's body. All Saiyans have some, but most don't have many. The reason why Goku and Vegeta's kids can go Super Saiyan so easily is probably because they inherited their parents' S cells. Being raised in Earth's gentle environment might also be a factor. Long ago, a righteous-hearted Saiyan named Yamoshi fought against the other Saiyans with 5 comrades. He was cornered and became a Super Saiyan, but was eventually defeated by overwhelming odds. Afterwards, his soul wandered in search of 6 righteous-hearted Saiyans, hence Super Saiyan God. Beerus sensed Yamoshi's spirit in his prophetic dream, and long ago a Namekian elder likewise emphasized with his spirit, and so wrote about him in the Namekian Book of Legend, which is how Shenron knew about the Super Saiyan God. Now, this is very interesting information, so let's kind of break it down and analyze it bit by bit. First, the S cells in the Saiyans' bodies. Now, with recent events in Dragon Ball Super, of course, when it comes on to the back tingle with Caulifla, a lot of us were pissed, and rightfully so. But in a sense, I guess if you want to use this as an excuse to, I guess, justify that, you would be justified, I suppose. But as per usual, the way I see it, it's not how you do things. Well, it's not what you do, but how you do things. So I still think the whole back tingle could have been handled better, despite this new information from Toriyama. Um, of course, Toriyama is trying to basically provide more context on why Goten and Trunks could become Super Saiyans so easily, and that being raised in Earth's gentle environment may be a factor. That's an interesting tidbit by him there. I don't know what to take from it. Probably being half breeds, probably. Uh, Interesting stuff. So I guess this could give credit to the theory in the fanbase that probably Goku and Vegeta unlocking Super Saiyans before conceiving Goten and Trunks does essentially contribute to the fact that, hey, this is why they can become Super Saiyans so easily. So I guess that could be justification for that theory, which is interesting. Um, I'm looking forward to actually seeing the other highlights. Well, basically the rest of the interview with Toriyama should be interesting because you're supposed to speak on each Super Saiyan form, I believe. But okay, so more onto the modern age of Dragon Ball with this whole backstory with the Super Saiyan God. So apparently, the original Super Saiyan God was called Yamoshi. Um, Even though based on how this is worded, you might think it's the original Super Saiyan, but this is more along the lines of the original Super Saiyan God, it seems, because it makes mention of Yamoshi and his 5 other comrades, which we know is essentially what was mentioned in the Battle of Gods arc and movie about a righteous-hearted Saiyan and his 5 comrades, and they became the Super Saiyan God. So it does seem like that occurrence may have been coincidence, honestly. But it's interesting that we actually know his name, and actually Toriyama is actually doing pretty good, I guess doing the series justice by tying up loose ends about how Beerus would have actually came about having that prophetic dream, and how the Namekians would have actually learned about the Super Saiyan God in their book. That was actually mentioned in the first arc of Super in the anime. That was mentioned in the movie version, I believe, in the Namekian Book of Legend. So that's interesting as well. Of course, my only problem with this is that this information should be included in series. That's my only problem with this now, honestly, because the fact of the matter is not everyone is going to, I guess, research or see this information. I guess anime only or I guess casual viewers. Like this is information that should be in the series, honestly, to provide more context, which would obviously increase the quality in terms of the writing of the story. Because as I've mentioned like time and time again, one of Super's or the modern age of Dragon Ball's major problems is context, the background, what actually helps to justify certain writing decisions. It's lacking essentially. So that's my only problem here. But this is definitely interesting information here from Toriyama. Let me know what you guys think about this. Definitely cool stuff here. Um, but yeah, so Sanjay Uchiha, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this little, well, these little highlights from Toriyama's interview in Psycho Jump. And I'll see you in the next one.